qualified on top of the other indignities I've suffered here tonight.
Yeah. I have to do this every night. I'm the shyest guy in this organization. They put me up here. Apparently we're on. Hey, everybody, I'm Shane. I'm here.
Shane.
The Robbie Fulks.
Hey.
Hey, Robbie. I don't even know what that was. I think I punched myself in the face. I don't know whether I'm trying to
break you out
block
of your
you.
shy thing that you mentioned.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got it.
I do have it.
Yeah.
So see me messing with my leg right now? It's because you made me feel uncomfortable.
What did I do so far?
Pointed out my shyness in front of all the people that are here.
You should have told me.
So I usually start...
You're a good-looking guy. You should be very confident.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Now you made me feel even more insecure about what's going on.
Where is the...
Now I'm tugging at my ear.
Is that the point of reference?
There's one there, there's one there, there's one there.
Oh.
There's one there.
Okay. I'll just look at you.
So I usually start these off by talking about the history of us and you, and you've been playing here for late 90s, early 2000s?
I guess so.
I do want to say one thing. I've been here a long time, and you're the only person who's ever poured a pitcher of beer down his pants.
Did I do that?
You did.
Yeah.
You don't remember? Because I think you drank a lot of pitchers of beer.
Yeah. I don't remember a lot about the late 90s. But,
and you called one of our waitresses the Scowler.
I did. That was rude of me. And that was Amanda?
Yeah,
Amanda Mahmoudi. So what happened to her?
She's in Brooklyn. Where
she's still there.
That's where the land of scholars go, I guess. I don't know. It's Brooklyn, New York.
She's a sad lady, but I saw her.
No, we still talk.
No, she's a nice lady, actually. She's, she must be middle-aged by now. I mean, that was a long time ago. But I saw her a couple of times, like after those early shows. She'd show up for, when I'd go play the Mercury or something. And then at the time, the waitress, Elisa, was here.
Elisa.
She got knocked up, if I remember right.
She did. How do you remember all this? You didn't remember my name, and then you remember,
I did not remember your
people
name.
who don't work here anymore.
Maybe if you were a beautiful Palestinian woman, it'd be different.
She was Iranian, but close enough, I guess.
What the hell are we talking about?
I don't know.
My career is going to be canceled. Is anybody watching?
No.
Nobody's watching.
Nobody's watching. This is recorded anyways.
Okay.
So I'm going to get to these questions since we need to go. So what was the first record you ever purchased with your hard-earned money?
Oh, the Flip Wilson show had a soundtrack album that came out on Little David Records.
Yeah.
And I was a big fan of the show. And so, the record had his Geraldine bit on it, obviously.
Okay.
And it had a thing about Muhammad coming to the mountain. I can't remember a lot of it. No music on it, but a lot of comedy.
And probably a lot of comedy get canceled for now.
I don't know about that. I think he was pretty middle of the road.
Okay.
At least at that juncture of his career.
All right. So what was your first concert?
How old are you?
I'm 49.
Okay. So you don't remember the Flip Wilson show, right?
I know it was a thing.
Yeah. It was funny.
I remember Johnny Carson.
Right.
I don't...
That ended like 20 years ago or something.
There's been another one since his took over.
Yeah. I remember Jon Stewart.
Which one was that?
Sorry.
The Daily Show?
Yeah.
See, I know.
Yeah.
Now it's like 3 other people who've been since him.
Right.
So I don't know how we got off on this topic.
So it's the first record we had.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the next one?
First concert.
Oh, first concert. First concert. I would have been too young to remember because my parents dragged me out.
What's the one like that you went to? Like you bought tickets, you were excited about? Nitty Gritty Dirt Band?
Yeah, I mean there was just so many memorable bluegrass acts, but I don't remember buying too many tickets in my single-digit years. But when I was 14, maybe 13, I went to see that. I mentioned it here tonight. Pablo Cruz was opening for Jesse Colin Young. Okay. And you're too young to remember these people, but
I know who they are.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have been caught dead at a show, but
right.
Ambrosia.
Right. Right. There's a lot of nonsense in the air back then, but the people that I liked for no particular reason are still kind of, most of them are sort of, dear to me, like that stuff that hits you at an impressionable age.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the show. He had a big, like a backdrop of a songbird behind him, like a projection, and then his wife. came out and he talked about how much he loved his wife and did songs about how much he loved his wife, and then they were like divorced 2 years later.
Of course.
Yeah,
He probably got caught cheating on her. That's why he did it.
right, with a bird, with the songbird.
Well, people are weird. So do you have a favorite riff? You have a favorite riff?
Oh, favorite riff.
Do you have like one that just sticks out? You can't say Smoke on the Water?
This is question 3, isn't it?
Yeah. We won't do actually 7. It's euphonious. It sounds good.
You know, one of my favorite the first thing that pops into mind is the sax riff from Baker Street, you know. That's a classic,
That's a nice
isn't
one.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be like a banjo or a bluegrass kind of thing. No? I mean, it's your question. You can have a sax riff.
To me, like, there's no particular band. I mean, obviously, Foggy Mountain Breakdown or dueling banjos or all this totally cliched banjo stuff. But to me, those don't have quite the legendary clarity and quality of the Baker Street saxophone riff.
Everybody knows that. Like when
Yeah.
that comes on, you know exactly what it is.
Yeah. It just, like, snaps my mind back to being 10 years old or whatever.
So do you have a defining moment in your life that made you want to be a musician? Like, did you hear something, see something?
Yeah, I went to a show. This was a memorable concert. So my dad took me in 1973, I think it was, to Richmond, and my mom, she was there, and we saw 3 acts. The first act was Doc and Merle Watson. Second act was John Hartford. Third act was Earl Scruggs and his kids. And like this, like really set the course for my life between those 3 approaches to music. You know, they were pretty different acts, even though they were all bluegrass-ish. But in particular, the middle guy, I think, you know, because we came in thinking, oh, we'll just sit through that stupid John Hartford guy. You know, my dad had a negative John Hartford attitude. But he was the most kind of impressive set in a way, because he came out alone. He played the 3 different instruments. He made funny washing machine noises. And he just became a lifelong inspiration.
Okay, cool. So do you have any quarantine shows? What are you Netflixing, Huluing, Disney Channeling? What else is there? Got any good shows for us? We're all running out.
We tried a bunch of I'm kind of anti-streaming, but we keep on trying stuff and then watch the first 1 or 5, and then like, oh Jesus, I don't want to sit through 80 of these, you know.
Right.
But there was 2 nights ago, in fact, we watched this Jim Cummings movie for a second time. I watched it when I was sick with the COVID, The Wolf of Snow Hollow, a very unpromising title.
Yeah.
But it was kind of a riff on the 80s horror kind of a genre, like a Stephen King teen slasher kind of a thing, which seems to be a werewolf, and it kind of fools the town into thinking there's an actual werewolf. But it's funny, and it's sad, and it's heartfelt, and I think this Jim Cummings guy is a great...
What channel? What is it on? Do you know which one it was on?
What platform?
Yeah.
We watched it on Amazon, I guess.
Okay. That sounds like something up my alley. All right, I'll fast forward to the either ors. And this just means if you like one, you don't dislike the other one. It's that whole, just a preference.
Got to pick one.
You don't have to. Jim Lauderdale didn't pick any of them.
Okay.
He just, I don't know why. But anyways, first one's the Universal, Beatles or Stones?
Beatles.
Dolly or Aretha?
Dolly Parton. Oh, Salvador Dali. I was thinking Dolly or Aretha.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I just love Dolly Parton.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're both great.
Elvis or Sinatra?
Elvis Presley or
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra? Eesh. I don't know. Toss a coin.
Toss a coin. Willie or Johnny?
Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson.
Okay. Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael Jackson.
Thank you. Oh, you also covered a Michael Jackson song. I know this. Right?
Prince did?
No, didn't you cover a Michael Jackson song?
Oh, yeah, I covered several. I'm a big Michael
you have a
Jackson
whole
fan.
record.
Right.
I remember that.
Right. And Prince, I just, for some reason, the timing of it just was wrong for me. I just missed out on when it was happening, and now it sounds like, old-fashioned.
Well, don't apologize, because everybody
stuff.
picks Prince. I'm with you.
I'm sure they
Michael
do.
Jackson.
I'm sure they do.
All the way. Lady Gaga or Madonna?
I'll go with the only one I really know, which is Madonna.
So what about Billie Eilish or Adele?
Billie Eilish or who?
Adele.
Ooh. Yeah. I wanted to say Billie Eilish, but I got to say Adele.
Okay.
I heard her live, and she really blew it away.
I like both of them. NWA or Beastie Boys?
All right, I'll go with NWA.
All right. Metallica or Sabbath?
Never heard either.
Never heard either one of them.
Never heard either one of them.
You're lying. Towns Van Zandt or Tom Waits?
Tom Waits.
All right.
Easy.
I got one more for you.
Yeah.
John Prine or Bob Dylan?
Well, I mean, John Prine over anybody maybe except Bob Dylan.
You're taking Dylan? Most people are taking Prine, which I was kind of shocked.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Who are you talking to? Like songwriter jerks?
Songwriters.
Oh.
A lot of the Texas people, though.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, Prine. Well, obviously, John Prine's more consistent, right?
yeah. He's lighter. He's a little bit
Yeah.
lighter. And he just passed away, so I think that gives him
Yeah.
extra points.
Well, it won't be long
Is
for
that
the
bad
other
to say?
guy.
Well,
Bob Dylan, I mean, he's got so many horrible, horrible songs and records, Bob Dylan. I kind of respect, like the variety. It's like, okay, you're like Orson Welles 1 minute and you're Ed Wood the next minute, you know, that's amazing.
that kind of sums up Dylan and probably this interview. So thank you very much for sitting down
Yeah,
with
my
me.
pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for cutting my dinner short.
Robbie Fulks.
Robbie,